Rwl are two of tonight's Snarl card, just about to get moving. Wally, GB, and Tech standing by for the action, and we got for more terrific matchups on the way.
And we also got some startling developments during intermission too. Apparently, things got very heated backstage between Tiana of the Sectarians and Liberty Bell Danielle's tag partner, Patty Powers, following Danielle's match, which ended the first half.
Things got so heated that the match between Patty Powers and Tiana, originally slated to happen at the next Rage card, is gonna happen not only here tonight, but it is quite literally next to open the second half.
And joining us for this one will be booking agent Myron Schimmelman to provide all the details, but coming up next, a non-title matchup between Powerhouse Patty Powers of American Powers and Tiana Marquez of the Sectarians. Hello folks, Tex, I'll tell you what, I hate it when this happens. I gotta reschedule the whole card for Rage now.
Welcome back. We continue now with the ladies' match, non-title one fall, with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by MJ Frontina from Tampa, Florida. She's NRWL Ladies Double Champion and the reigning Ladies Legends Champion, Powerhouse Patty Powers.
Alright Myron, why are we not waiting until Rage to see this match? It got nasty backstage. They were in the locker room, there was no cameras there, but Tiana and Patty got into it. They almost came to blows. Luckily, I was there to kind of cool things down a little bit. But now we gotta have this match now instead of at Rage. It is what it is.
And her opponent accompanied by Amanda Robinson, representing the Sectarians from Harlem, New York, Tiana. It's wild how Tiana, the most recent brainwash victim of the sect, has become the weirdest one of all, hauling around the alleged head of Angelus Valken, former Sectarian, from whom Tiana apparently seeks guidance before her matches from that stupid, glorified jack-o'-lantern. Have you ever heard anything so handicapped in all your life?
You gotta remember Johnny. The problem is, they believe all this groovy ghosty ghouly stuff. It ain't for our benefit. But yeah, the level of macabre theatrics had definitely been taken up several notches with Lilith Morrilla's adopted daughter. I really kinda wish Patty had waited, cause I think she's being pushed into maybe making a mistake the sect can exploit. You make all kinds of mistakes when you're angry.
That is exactly what I told her, Wally. I begged her not to do this tonight, but she was so pissed off she absolutely insisted. So now, who knows what's gonna happen? The Sectarians have got their English up. They're in a mood. Amanda Robinson just lost the chance at the Snarl Women's Championship. They're gonna be salty. They're gonna start something, I guarantee it. Oh, Myron, you could have made up some kind of excuse why they had to wait until Rage. No, I couldn't. It was either do this now, get it in the ring, or they were gonna fight backstage. There was no answers. There was no alternatives. Well, I see you had your back to the wall on this one. Well, here's hoping that Powerhouse Patty has everything she needs to put this problem out of its misery. But man, Tiana has definitely gotten really weird. I remember when she first got here, in a nice little silver outfit and a kind of blondish hair, and oh, geez, look at her now. She is just an absolute lunatic. Oh, what a mess. Well, the last time these two met, it was at the Memphis Million Ladies Battle Royal, and it was not on good terms. Let's see what happens when they greet each other this time around. Referee Walt Rothburn sounds the bell, and here we go. Tiana counters Patty, escorts her towards the ropes. Tiana
Whips Patty towards the opposite side. There's a clothesline. Takes Patty Powers down to the canvas. And now beating her feet on the Mississippi mud. Patty Powers having some difficulties in the early goings here, all the way up to the sit-out powerbomb. And Tiana nailed it. And Jay Ferrantino looking on. With more than a little bit of disgust, I'm sure. There's a spinning punch from Tiana. Takes her off to the top turnbuckle. Here she comes. Cross body. And here's a pin attempt. One. Just the one. Patty Powers out pretty easy. Powerhouse Patty catches another stomp. Tiana imposing her will on Powerhouse Patty at the present time. And it is not a good thing. Especially when you consider the heavy presence of the Sectarians in the building tonight. Patty opens up with a couple of reps, a kick to the midsection, and a double axe handle takes her down to one knee, and there's a clothesline that takes her all the way down. Patty Powers gets her by right here, slams her nose first right into the mat. Oh, Patty is locked up by Tiana. She's got her up top for the sidewalk slam, but winds up catching a knee to the face from Powerhouse Patty Powers. Patty takes a walk with Tiana across town, drops her head first into the turnbuckle, covers and hooks the leg again. Nope. Tiana also powering up pretty quick. Patty Powers got hands on the head of Tiana. Tiana catches a stomp to the back of the head, and finally Patty Powers mounting some real offense here. And she goes to work twisting the head and neck of Tiana with Amanda Robinson looking on. I believe she actually competed for the small women's championship and got her butt handed to her. Tiana with a running splash to Patty. Patty trying to get back up. Tiana right on her, delivers a shot to the midsection. Patty Powers gets a hold of her. Tiana Marquez being escorted towards the ropes. Amanda Robinson has already disengaged the turnbuckle. Walt Rossburn right there trying to fix it. Patty Powers takes down Tiana, drops an elbow right across her forehead. And Patty Powers doing a little bit of showboating. She seems to be okay. All right, this is a good thing. Tiana whip to the corner. Counters Patty with a knee. Slams Patty into the corner. As they're up, the legs over the shoulder, inverted fly swatter, face first into the canvas, goes Patty Powers. Here's a pin attempt from Tiana. One, barely just one. Oh, man. Tiana off the ropes, running crossbody splash to Patty Powers. And Jay Ferrantino definitely looking more than a little concerned. Steps up onto the apron, but steps right back off head first into the turnbuckle. Goes Patty. There's a hard right from Tiana. Tiana rounds her up, runs with her to the opposing side of the ring, slams her into the turnbuckles, rounds her up again, takes another run with her, and slams her into the opposing side. She must have seen Magic's match. Instead of kicks, and down goes Patty Powers. Tiana with a stomp to the chest of Powerhouse Patty. And a powerful gut-wrench suplex from Tiana. Patty gets to a standing position against the ropes. Here comes Tiana. There's a clothesline over the top rope, and out onto the floor goes Patty Powers on the wrong side of town. The sectarian side with Amanda Robinson looking on. You've got a chair standing by and everything, helping Patty Powers up. How nice. Tiana with a military press slam for Patty Powers. Rounds her up over the shoulders. Flips her over. Oh, right into the chair. Oh, man. Okay, this is not going well for Patty at the present time. Knee to the side of the head from Tiana. Tiana gathers up Patty. Gets her back inside the ring. The ref trying to convince Tiana that's where she needs to be too. Off the top turnbuckle, misses with the crossbody. Patty Powers getting out of the way, delivers a stomp to the midsection of Tiana. Powerhouse Patty gets a hold on Tiana. Whips her towards the ropes. Makes the duck under. Here she comes. Ducks under a second time. Here comes Tiana and into a beautifully executed power slam with a pin and a hook of the leg. One. Just a one. Again. Tiana still too powerful. Patty Powers gathers her back up again. Locks her up. Has her up over the shoulder. Takes another walk with her towards the turnbuckle. Exposes her into head first steel. Out. Right into the forehead. And then Patty beats her head against the canvas for emphasis. Oh. Well, now. Those exposed turnbuckles have not been working well for the sectarians, have they? Tiana catches a right from Patty that spins her around. She goes behind, rear waist lock. Belly to back suplex from powerhouse Patty Powers. Patty lines it up, a chop right across the head of Tiana. Tiana using the ropes to get to a standing position. Patty Powers right there to greet her. Patty rounds her up and hangs her up off the top rope rough. Rolls her over center ring, covers and hooks the leg here. One. Well, damn. Tiana Marquez does not want to stay down. And again, Walt Rothburn making repairs to that turnbuckle as Patty Powers delivers a beautiful slam to Tiana. And right back to work on the head and neck area of Tiana. Patty Powers turning things around with the advantage all on her side of things right now as Tiana gets to a standing position. Patty Powers rounds her up, has her up, beautifully executed power slam with a pin and the hook of the leg. 1, 2. Amanda Robinson out there harassing the fans in the front row. I don't know what she's saying to them. Patty all the way up on the top. Here comes Patty. Here's a knee right across the chest of Tiana. Tiana back up on her feet, catches Patty with a clothesline, takes her down. Patty swings and misses, catches a back body drop from Tiana. Back up on her feet, Tiana Marquez right there greets her with a spine buster. Oh, man. And again, the momentum has shifted in this one. Tiana has her up, slams her down pretty forcefully. Tiana all the way up on the top turnbuckle. Patty Powers laid out just about center ring. Patty Powers slowly making her way to a standing position. Here comes Tiana. Double axe handle finds the mark. Takes Patty down to the canvas again. Tiana gets a hold of Patty Powers. Has her up. Draws a knee right into her head. Here comes another pin attempt. 1, 2. Patty getting the right shoulder up. And Tiana is not pleased with that. There's a stomp to the midsection. MJ Ferrantino looking more than a little bit careworn at the present time as Tiana starts to turn things around to her advantage again. Patty in the corner using the ropes to get stood up. Tiana right there with a double throat chop, backs it up, winds up the arm. There's a clothesline right to the throat, takes Patty down center ring. Tiana takes a run for it, rebounds off the ropes, and another cross-body splash to powerhouse Patty. Tiana Marquez covers. 1, 2. Well now. That's an upset right there. Tiana Marquez picking up this win by pinfall over powerhouse Patty Powers.
The time, 8 minutes and 12 seconds. Your winner by pinfall, Tiana.
Guys, I got the feeling this is going to lead to a whole lot more bull. We'll be right back with more Snarl in just a moment.